Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is a collective reading for anyone with major Scorpio placements, or if you were just intuitively guided here, I'm sure there's a message for you as well. So I am filming this the day before a new moon in Scorpio. Tomorrow is November 19th, 2025. So as soon as I woke up, I kind of felt pulled to you. There is a kind of gravity to your aura right now. I keep on seeing the color gold. It does feel like you're quite contemplative. Your energy is very inwardly focused, but in that there's a kind of intensity within you that is building right now. So that's just what I feel intuitively. I have pulled a few cards for you already just to represent the theme of your reading, and there's a beautiful message coming through, so let's go ahead and dive right in, and we'll see where it takes us. So the experience that you're moving through right now is represented by the Four of Wands and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. And what I feel is that you have made an old ceiling your new floor. An old ceiling is your new floor. You know that saying, hitting a ceiling, like you can't for the life of you, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you can't get past this ceiling. It's like your threshold, the edge of your bubble of reality, and you can't get beyond it. Well, you burst through that ceiling. You've officially done it. Like you moved beyond your own limitations in some way. And now, what used to be your ceiling is your new floor. So you are standing here and now in this moment. You are standing on a brand new foundation. This energy that you're in is your new baseline. And in that sense, there's no going back. There is literally no going back to your old reality, the way things used to be. You do not have to fear that you're going to fall back into old patterns. Okay, so that is worth celebrating. That is worth celebrating. Whether you just celebrate this milestone moment, this is a milestone moment for you. Whether you're celebrating this milestone just internally, it's something you're recognizing within yourself, or whether you're celebrating a milestone with other people around you. This could be purely something energetic that you feel, or it could be quite tangible, this ceiling that you've burst through. However it's showing up for you, it's worth celebrating. So if you're not already, Spirit is saying, truly, take a moment, take a day off if you can, or just take a certain amount of time for yourself to really acknowledge how far you've brought yourself, okay? And the power of this new foundation that you've given to yourself from which you can build a whole new house. In other words, a whole new reality. Four, of course, numerologically, is about structure, and the Hierophant is also about structure. So this is truly the beginning of a new structure or reality rendering in your life. Okay, and this foundation is rooted in your energetic awareness and your attunement to the unseen or the unspoken. Owl energy here, of course, makes me think of the High Priestess, and I feel like this is you. You are officially embodied as the Wise One. And the Hierophant also, to me, speaks to this energy of the student-teacher relationship, okay? There's something there about the student-teacher relationship. So perhaps part of this new reality you're ready to start building for yourself on this beautiful new foundation. Part of it is learning something new, stepping into being a student, or acknowledging the fact that you're ready to be a teacher. For so many of you, I feel like there is something you are ready to teach, whether you know it or not. And teaching does not have to look like being in a classroom teaching math to ninth graders. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe that's exactly what you want to do, but it doesn't have to look so clear cut. Being a teacher can look like just sharing your story. Being a teacher can look like being so completely present with another person that you actually give them a transformative experience. By the way, I also pulled oracle cards, and you've got friendship with transmute, number 17 and number 44. So there's something here about your connection with other people. I would say maybe with one other person. Maybe you're meant to teach in a one-on-one kind of way, but you have a gift. 544 on the timer, I'm getting chills. You have a gift. Again, whether you recognize it or not, if you don't, you're ready to start recognizing it. You have a gift of teaching because you have the ability to be so deeply present with the other. And that presence, that attunement, that ability to meet somebody else exactly where they're at, that facilitates some kind of beautiful, transformative, alchemical experience for them and you, because good teachers are always learning from their students, right? So what are you ready to teach? And broaden your definition of teacher. Again, it doesn't have to look like stereotypical teaching. It can be sharing your story, sharing an experience, sharing a personal perspective, or simply being present with another person while they work something out for themselves. And you have such mastery of energy that you can guide them through themselves, or you have such mastery with what they're trying to learn that you know exactly how to give them a breakthrough with it, right? However it's showing up. What are you ready to teach? Or what are you ready to learn? Okay. That's a huge component of this new reality you're ready to expand into. And trust, you ain't ever going back, okay? This floor you've built for yourself. Well, you haven't built it necessarily. I mean, you have built it in a way. It's, again, the other side of the ceiling. It's like a concrete pad. You're not going to fall through it. Let's go a little bit more deeply into your general energy. Let's go more specifically into your general energy. Interesting. The specifics of the general. That feels significant, but I don't know why. Show me Scorpio. Just show me Scorpio's general energy. Two of Swords. Contemplation. This is the kind of energy I was picking up on before I started to record. I was just sitting with your energy for a couple of minutes, and it feels like you're mulling something over. Like on one hand, you're definitely celebrating, or you should be, how far you've come, no matter what's going on for you in your life right now. Even if you don't resonate with this and you're about to click away, the one thing I want you to take away is celebrate yourself today and how far you've come. Because if you compare where you are now to where you were a year ago, there's something worth celebrating. Okay, but anyway, I was picking up also you being very introspective, mulling something over, trying to feel something out inside. So the Two of Swords, I feel in its exalted state, which it is here. This is you eliminating distractions. You're eliminating distractions to focus more deeply in on your own inner world and feel into what the next right move for you is. Maybe you're wondering, okay, I'm pretty sure I feel called to start teaching, but like how? Or I'm kind of curious about this. Should I take classes on it? I don't know. Is now the right time? Or it could be something else entirely. It's just this energy of deep contemplation. What's at the bottom of the deck? Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're taking your time. You're taking your time with this decision or this choice point, which is fine because again, you're at a milestone. Milestone moment means take a breath. Take a breath, enjoy the moment. It's okay to take your time. It's always okay to take your time. Clarify Scorpio's general energy. Feel like you're trying to see into your own inner workings in order to discover what you want to do next. Because everything, this whole new reality is open to you now. There are so many more possibilities that exist because of the ceiling you just broke through. So now it's this, like, this way or that way energy. What's next? Soulmate, ooh. Yeah, seeing into your own inner workings. This speaks to me not only of you merging more deeply with your own heart, your own soul and true nature, but also back to the friendship card. Maybe you're ready to take a relationship in your life to the next level, whether it's romantic or not. Take it how it resonates. What's at the bottom? Healer, ooh. I don't really want to take it though. Yes, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a relationship with a person or your relationship with something you love. Like it would be, for example, like my relationship with tarot, just hypothetically to give you an idea of what I mean. Whatever it is that you're in relationship with, I feel like you are now really wanting to take it to the next level, but you're contemplating how or what that will look like. Okay, what is this? What is it that Scorpio wants to take to the next level? Tell me a little bit more. It's going to be different for each of you. What is Scorpio wanting to take to the next level? Oh, 8 of Swords. Look at those wings. And you have the owl wings too. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Look at both imageries, both images have cages. You could just fly out of the cage or just break through the bars, right? There's some kind of energy here about breaking through mental limitations. Let me sit with this for 1 second. What you want to take to the next level. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. There's like so much construction, so many distractions happening right now. That's totally part of the energy. There's a lot of distractions happening, but you're just having to like, come back in, come back in, come back in. Well, you've set yourself up in a way to experience almost like a complete lack of mental limitation. So it's almost like because you've already broken through a ceiling, in a way you're ready to break through another. It's going to be manifesting differently for each of you, so take it how it resonates. Maybe Spirit just wants me to leave it at that. Let's go into the challenge. What is the challenge that Scorpio is facing? Oh my gosh. Sorry if you can hear all like the banging and clanging. What's the challenge that Scorpio is facing? Page of Wands. And the Moon, yeah. You're trying really hard to see clearly, but it's like the more you try to see clearly, the more confusing it gets. What you're trying to see clearly, I mean, that was the energy I was picking up through this. It's like, I don't really know. It's going to be different for each of you, what you're ready to take to the next level. I'm trying to look more deeply, but it's not clarifying itself. That is your challenge. It's almost like the closer you look at something, the less you can see the bigger picture, which is the biggest truth of it. Whatever it is. So there's only so much that this deeply contemplative, like intellectual, analytical processing, there's only so far that's going to take you. There's only so far that's going to take you. Clarify the challenge here. Divine Masculine. This is action. Struggling to take action. I mean, I do feel like there is a call to action. It doesn't have to be this enormous thing, but I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to Spirit doesn't want you to overthink something. Let's just put it that way. That's the feeling I'm getting. Still take your time. No need to rush. There's no need to rush. Slow and steady wins the race. It's okay to take your time. But the more you try to analyze and figure out the specific details of the next right move for you, the less, it's like the more you lose focus on the bigger picture. And something about the bigger picture is the thing that's inspiring you and drawing you forward. So don't get lost in the details. I feel like that's what Spirit's saying. Let's look at the advice that will help to clarify the challenge. What's the advice for Scorpio? Ooh. Whoa. The Hanged Man and the Magician at the bottom of the deck. I'm also seeing the Chariot card, and it feels significant. Look at this Hanged Man. This is such a cool Hanged Man. As she's hanging, her weight is pulling down the zipper to reveal a different reality behind the foliage, right? This is seeing something from a different perspective, maybe seeing the bigger picture, maybe zooming out instead of zooming in. And the Magician speaks to, going back to the owl, your foundation, your new foundation is rooted in your ability to see the unseen, to feel more than think. You don't analyze your way completely into alignment. There's only so far that will take you, right? So I feel like Spirit is saying it's time to really lock in this new perspective that you have about yourself. See your manifestation abilities in a new way. Clarify this. I have an oracle card. It's like you already know what you're being called to next. You already kind of know what you want to manifest next for yourself. What would it look like to just start moving towards that without thinking too much about it? Advice for Scorpio. Ooh, relief. Yeah, I'm getting that relief. You know what the Hanged Man is making me think of? Those inversion tables where you like lock your ankles in and then you hang upside down and it relieves all your vertebra and your joints and stuff. Honestly, I feel like Spirit is saying, don't get lost in the details. And maybe that's something you've done in the past, because Scorpio is super analytical. Scorpio is detail oriented and meticulous and thorough and loves to tinker. I always think of, my own rising Scorpio energy, I always think of as like a watchmaker, really like getting down to the tiniest little bits and pieces of something to understand the mechanics on the smallest level, right? It's a beautiful thing, but in this particular moment, it's almost like Spirit is saying, open up your mind and just trust your own energy to manifest exactly what is in alignment for you without you having to overthink it or worry so much about, analytically exactly how to go about it. I hope that makes sense. Let's get some journal prompts for you. Yeah, you're ready to manifest in a whole new way. An old strategy that you've implemented in the past is not necessarily the strategy that you need to implement anymore, or one that will work for you anymore. What do you want to learn or try for the first time? Going back to the teacher-student energy. I love myself because fill in the blank. And let's get one more. What do you need to give yourself today? Permission to relax or a healthy push? Only you can know. Only you can know. So answer those questions for yourself, see where they take you. Let's get a closing message from a Compendium of Witches Oracle. Closing message for Scorpio. The Alchemist, number 14. Let's see what the guidebook says. Alchemy, inner mechanisms, elements and interconnection. The first light of dawn shines on her desk. Mortars, alembics, measuring tools, and parchments lie scattered in front of her in a beautiful chaos that speaks of a quest for harmony. The alchemist represents our research into inner workings. Yes, inner workings. The desire for a thorough understanding of the mechanisms that lie underneath. The clear awareness that nothing exists in isolation prompts her to focus on interconnections. As above, so below. The alchemist searches for the macrocosm in the microcosm. Thank you. Yes. I feel like Spirit is saying you already get the microcosm. Like, that's your area of expertise. You've already taken the watch completely apart down to the smallest little bits and put it back together again. The micro is your mastery, your area of expertise. You know how to do that. Trust that and zoom out. What is the bigger picture of your life, of your energy, of your story, of where you are now and what you feel called into next? There's a kind of relief in zooming out and just enjoying the bigger picture of where you're at and where you're being pulled next. You don't need to know exactly what's coming. I always say this, you don't need to know 10 steps ahead. Just feel into the next step without needing to, without needing to know what will happen as if it's already happened. You can't, right? Let it be a little bit of an adventure. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. The journal prompts and all my links will be in the description box. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Bye.